So we're a not-for-profit foundation.
Yeah.
I never really describe us as an NGO.
No.
We're more.
And not for loss.
We're a not-for-profit but not-for-loss.
Yeah, not for loss
foundation, and I would put us close to, say, the organisation behind Wikipedia, say, or the organisation behind WordPress or something, or behind Firefox, Mozilla or something, than an NGO.
Yeah.
And our principal goal is to build open source systems, usually mobile phone based systems or internet based systems, that make it easy to bring project and program activity online so that people can understand much better what's happening where.
Yeah.
So that covers visualization of project networks, which for a long time didn't happen. You know, it was, if you approached an organisation, so typically our partners, who are the organisations we work with, are non-government organisations, or they may be government donor organisations. So say the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as an example, spends billions of euros each year in a whole range of countries around the world as part of its development aid initiatives.
Yeah.
A lot of it's focused on things like water and sanitation. The Dutch are particularly strong at that. But then you'll have other governments that are funding other kinds of programs, women's initiatives, health initiatives, access to technology, a lot of food security issues, and it's all focused on the poorest in the world. But as that investment happens, it's been really difficult to understand where the money goes, and it's been really hard to understand who's doing the work on the ground and
what's being achieved.
Yeah.
And giving a voice to those people
Yeah.
who are working on things.
Yeah, and there's also probably been, historically not a great deal of honesty about when things haven't necessarily worked, or transparency rate, let's say, so that everything has been slowed down by the fact that people haven't been able to learn from the experiences of other people working in the sector, because they couldn't find the information, and that people weren't necessarily sharing exactly what was happening. They were sharing what they wanted to share about what was going on. So
so at a basic level, I mean, there's a huge array of organisations in the world which are not doing a great job of coordinating things. Right now the big challenge we face is how to make sure that in 50 years' time the world isn't full of really shit infrastructure that got thrown up without a proper understanding of what was going on and what was being built. And this is a very real risk. A lot of money will get spent, but it will just be really poorly spent, and we're going to have to rebuild the whole lot in 60, 70, 80 years' time.